There's some thunder and lightning in the background. Got a little spooky vibe to this going on. Well, good morning everybody. I got the light on because it is still pretty early, a little bit dark, but welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, thank you for tuning in. This is High Desert Adventures 208. I'm Matt, and this is episode 5 of Southern Idaho Hidden Gems. Today we're back at Auger Falls Heritage Park to complete the 4-mile trail loop. So last time I was here, I kind of just blindly explored into the canyon down the left side here, which is behind me, and it was beautiful and it was fun, but I had no experience in the area, didn't really know where I was going. And I did see a couple mule deer, a couple bucks, and a doe, and that was really cool. It's a beautiful place to explore and everything, but this time I'm following the trail on All Trails app, and I'll show you guys what that looks like here. So I'm going to be going to the middle of the canyon, probably across the river and along the right side of the canyon to see the actual Auger Falls. And we're going to be completing a 4-mile trail loop, coming back around. It did rain here in Twin Falls yesterday, but it stopped in the afternoon. And even though there's a little bit of thunder and lightning in the background now, the weather app says it's not supposed to rain or storm until way later this afternoon after I'll be gone. So I actually got here at 6 a.m. and it was pitch black, still a little bit sketchy, so I've been waiting for it to light up a little bit. But I think we're pretty much at that point where it's light enough that I feel comfortable to hit the trail. So let's gear up, hit this trailhead, and get this adventure going. See you guys on the trail. All right, well, we're all geared up. It actually turned out to be a pretty beautiful morning. So let's hit this trailhead and get this going. So it actually turned out to be a more beautiful morning than what I thought it would be. It's probably only like 60 degrees or something right now. Nice little breeze. Nice to feel the cool air. It's just light enough to where you can still see everything, still see all your surroundings. Man, I've been waiting for this day all week. Grinding through the 9 to 5 all week. I always look forward to my days off so I can get up early and hit these trails and get in the outdoors. Like I've always said, there's something therapeutic about being alone in the outdoors, but if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know I've been on a health food kick and a weight loss mission lately. And just yesterday morning, I weighed myself and I was down 42 pounds in about, let's say, 42 days. So I'm 18 pounds away from hitting my first goal. Then I want to drop another 15 after that. And it's been amazing. My entire life has gotten better. Mentally, I feel great. Physically, I feel great. Sleep better. I don't snore. I had a pretty serious case of sleep apnea, and it was just affecting my entire life, and just drinking beer on my days off and all these bad habits, but kicked all that shit to the curb, and I'm on a new mission in life to live a healthy lifestyle and take full advantage of this life. We're only given one, so I've got to make the most of it. And this is where I'm happiest. I've never been this happy, never been this healthy, and it feels great. But yeah, I just want to share that. So let's get back to this trail. in Auger Falls Heritage Park. There's a lot of different little side trails, main trails, all that. Personally, I use the All Trails app like you've seen before. I think it's really handy and helpful, and it's smart to download the offline maps first because you're not always going to get cell service in these areas. And it's really easy to use the All Trails app, and you can see all the smaller trails, side trails, main trails. Makes it really easy. So that's what I use, and highly recommend before doing something like this that you download it, check it out, see all the features, and use it offline when you're out here, just in case. Well, made a wrong turn. Went a little ways in a direction that would not take me along the loop or to the falls, but it's all right. That's why we check the All Trails app. I was too busy trying to be all cinematic filming, which still it's worth it because it's all beautiful here, but that's why that All Trails app is clutch. It actually notified me that I took a wrong turn from the loop and corrected me before I got too far. So not sponsored by them, but I highly recommend All Trails. So you can see the blue trail is the one I took when I got off track, and the green one up here is where the loop is. So thanks to All Trails for notifying me that I took a wrong turn, which it's very easy to do in such a beautiful place like this, especially when you're keeping your head on a swivel. But once again, that's why this app comes in handy. So we're heading back to the right track. Gonna get back on the right trail and get to those falls. All right, so we're getting back on track. Added a little 3/4 miles to our distance, which does not bother me at all. Thanks, All Trails. There's the Snake River. Got the bridge in the background. Doesn't get much prettier than this. This is really cool. I didn't even know this was here. This is a homestead from the 1900s. Check it out. What a trip. Just imagine 115 years ago, someone chose this location for a homestead for their family and built this, and the ruins of it are still here. That is freaking awesome. I think stuff like that is so cool. It's almost like going back in time. Just imagine someone living out here, providing for their family out here, trying to make a better life for their family out here. And the fact that some of it still stands, I mean, that's just, to me, that's mind-blowing. Little piece of history for you. Another view of the Snake River in the background. Man, I love where I live. This is just beautiful. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I used the All Trails app and took the loop this time, because the other side, when I blindly explored, it was fun, it was beautiful, but this is the scenic route here. This is where you see what you need to come and see. Definitely off to a good start so far. The trail is not really an incline or a decline. It's little rough spots here and there, but this is one of the easier trails, and for what you get to see, for how easy it is, So far, 10 out of 10 recommend. So to continue the trail, we'd be going this way, but down this way is Auger Falls Park. It does have a danger sign that says high water possible, so we're going to carefully creep over there and see what it looks like. See if there's a spot where I could post up for a minute and show you guys what gear I carry. So let's check it out. So if anybody adventures down onto the flats down there, like I just did, be very careful. Don't trip or slip on a rock. If the water level's high, as fast as it's running, just stay on the bridge. Don't even get down off it, because sometimes the water level can rise up above those rocks, which after the flash floods that may be coming our way in the next day or so, it's very possible, so always be careful and pay attention. Well, I'm glad I came down this way, because that is freaking beautiful. That is just stunning. See the water moving, such a fast pace, got a waterfall in the background. It don't get much better than that. I figured I'd take a break right now and show you guys what I carry, and I'll take this opportunity to hydrate as well. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I carry a Titan cooler backpack. It's just very well made, very convenient, has 2 slots for ice packs, fully insulated, has dry storage pockets. Me personally, I keep my first aid kit here. It's a mini traveling first aid kit. Keep about 6 or 7 bottles of water at least. And today for breakfast I got my favorite go-to: hard-boiled eggs and Tillamook cheese. It's a good source of protein, and it's a nice little snack, especially paired up with some of that cheese. Can't go wrong. Always stay hydrated. As far as tools or survival kit or anything like that, Leatherman multi-tool, comes with me everywhere, every day, part of the everyday carry. Smith & Wesson M&P folding knife. Another piece of the everyday carry. Today, brought my Glock 19 since I've been neglecting her for a long time, and I'm carrying it in an outside the waistband Alien Gear photon holster. Now, just a quick side note, it is legal to open carry in Idaho. Personally, I never do unless I'm really deep out into the wilderness. Like, I'm pretty deep into the canyon today, so just in case there's mountain lions or anything, but probably won't see anything, but it doesn't hurt to always be prepared. All right, well, now that you've seen what I carry with me on an adventure like this, let's get back to the main trail and keep hitting this loop. Looks like we're reaching Auger Falls. I'm gonna see how close I can get, safely of course, how close I can get a better up close look.
There it is. This is Auger Falls. That water is flowing. But how beautiful is this? Look at this scenery. So blessed to be living in this state, especially in this area. And I've explained it in other previous videos. I had zero experience or knowledge of Twin Falls before moving here. I always wanted to get up to Idaho, and I just landed here, and what a blessing it's been. This is everyday life here. God bless Idaho. Well, we still got probably half, or maybe a little less than half the trail to go, so it's enough deep thoughts. That's enough hanging out. Let's get back to the trail.
Taco through the trees. We are finally getting to the end of the trail, and because of my little side quests and adventures and cinematic efforts, we turned that into 5 miles plus. Man, that might have been my longest, but by far most beautiful hike and my favorite experience yet. That was just amazing. Now there's several people parked here, but it's a beautiful day, and we did it. We have officially completed the Auger Falls Trail Loop. My own version of the loop anyways, but actually a longer version than what the All Trails app recommends. But we did it, and it was totally worth it. 10 out of 10 recommend. I'm gonna get all my gear loaded back up. That's gonna do it for today's adventure in the 208. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for some solo camping videos coming up very soon. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, and it's finally starting to take off. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next adventure. So here's a recap of today's adventure and the route I took on today's trail. It ended up taking me just under 2.5 hours with all the stops I did. I went a total distance of 5.3 miles and an elevation gain of 384 feet. Like I said earlier, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Definitely worth the trip.